I welcome you all for the discussion on linear combination, class number 8. So the last class, I think I explained what you mean by linear combination. So now we are discussing in detail what is linear combination and how they are classified into different kinds. That will be discussed here. Let V be any vector space. Let V be any vector space and F be a field, or you can take let V be a vector space over F. I am taking an arbitrary vector space V over a field F. Okay, see this like V and F. I am taking. Now the definition of linear combination we need to discuss, right? We take set of vectors from V and set of scalars from F. So linear combination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. Previous class we discussed with only two elements in S and two elements in F. Now let us take n number of elements in V and n number of elements in F. Let V equal to V1, okay, V ಬೇಡ ಹಾಗೆ ತಗೋಣ, V1, V2, V3 and so on. Vn belongs to F. Okay, sorry, it is not F, V. So I am taking n number of vectors, and similarly alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on. Alpha n belongs to F. Be arbitrary. There is no particular condition to choose these elements. You can take in any order. Then an expression of the form see alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus alpha 3 V3 plus and so on. Alpha n Vn is called a linear combination of V1, V2 and so on Vn. So expression of this form is called the linear combination of V1, V2 and so on Vn. So that is the definition of linear combination. Example. Let us take V to be R square, product space, and choose two elements to be U comma V belongs to V means I will take U to be 1 comma 0 and V to be 0 comma 1, right? Then you need to choose two elements from R. Let alpha comma beta belongs to R be arbitrary. Then linear combination of U and V is the linear combination of V1, V2, Vn is alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus alpha 3 V3 and so on alpha n Vn. In that sense, the linear combination of U and V is alpha U plus beta V. So this looks like alpha. This is enough for the definition of linear combination. But let us have something more than that. Alpha times of 1 comma 0 plus beta times of 0 comma 1, which actually gives you alpha comma beta. So for any two elements of alpha and beta in R, we have the linear combination of these two particular elements to be alpha u plus beta v. This actually gives you alpha comma beta. right? Okay, so this is the linear combination of u and v. Now let us take an arbitrary element of r square. Okay, we'll take 2 and 5 belongs to r square, be arbitrary. See, I'll just recall what I did right now. If you take n number of vectors v1, v2, vn from v, then their linear combination is alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus alpha 3 v3 and so on alpha n vn. That is the linear combination of v1, v2, v3 and so on vn. Now I am dealing with an example where v is taken to be r square and field f is the set of real numbers. Then I have taken two elements of v, that are u and v, and two elements of two elements of r as alpha and beta. Then their linear combination is alpha u plus beta v. That serves the purpose of this example. Now, more importantly, I am taking u to be 1, 0 and v to be 0, 1. Why we need to take 0, 1 and 1, 0? That will be understood if we once discuss basis and dimension. Okay. Now, let time being understand this much only. I am taking u to be 1, 0 and v to be 0, 1. Then alpha u plus beta v gives you alpha, beta. And these two are equal. Okay, this is one point, keep this in mind. Now I take arbitrarily two elements in v. Let 2, 5 belongs to v, that is r square, be arbitrary. Then 2, 5 can be written as 2, 5 can be written as 2 into 1, 0 plus 5 into 0, 1. Right? 2, 5 can be written as 2 into 1, 0 plus 5 into 0, 1. This multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2, 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 0, 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2, 5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. This actually 2 into u plus 5 into v. So this you can take, where from you choose this element? 2, 5 is taken from v, r square. You can take this as w. So every element w of v can be expressed in terms of u and v. See, this is the important point I want. Every element of v can be written in terms of u and v, where u is 1, 0 and v is 0, 1. So using only these two elements u and v, you can generate all the elements of v. You can generate all the elements of v. So such elements or such pairs u and v, such are called spanning set of v. Okay, so this will be considered in next chapter. Right now understand only this much. Given an n number of vectors v1, v2, vn, their linear combination is of the form alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus alpha 3 v3 and so on alpha n vn. Okay, now so this is called the linear combination, and this set, this set S to S that is v1 v2 vn all is classified into two classes. So I have taken n number of vectors v1 v2 vn, and how their linear combination will be, that is seen from the previous discussion. Now I am taking the collection of all such vectors v1 v2 vn, and that collection is called as S. Now we will define two types of vectors here: linear dependent vectors and linear independent vectors. So one is linear dependent vectors and another one is linear independent vectors. ಎರಡು ತರದ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, linear dependent vectors ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು linear independent vectors. How to classify the given vectors u1 u2 un to be linear dependent and independent? So for that, let us consider this one. We say the definition, okay, we say that v1 v2 vn are linear dependent vectors if v1 v2 vn or linear dependent vectors if alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus and so on alpha n vn equal to 0 but at least one of alpha I is non-zero. Then it is called, then we say that life antide. So okay, this is the condition. I think this condition may be a bit confusing to you. Okay, time being, let us don't worry about this. Let us come to this. We say that v1 v2 and so on vn are linearly independent. We say that v1 v2 vn are linearly independent if we say that v1 v2 and so on vn are linearly independent if alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus and so on alpha n vn equal to 0 implies alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on alpha n are all 0. So this is most compatible compared to the previous definition. So you need to consider the linear combination alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus and so on alpha n vn. Consider that to be 0. If that implies all the scalars are 0, then these vectors are linearly independent. If at least one of scalar is non-zero, then it is linearly dependent. So that is the definition. We say that the vectors v1, v2, vn is linearly independent if the linear combination is 0 implies all the scalars are 0. If at least one of that scalar is non-zero, then we say that the set of vectors v1, v2, vn is linearly dependent. So linearly dependent ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರು ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ linearly independent. The best way to define linear dependent and independent vectors is write down the definition of this one. We say that v1, v2, vn are linearly independent if the linear combination equal to 0 implies all the scalars are 0. Otherwise it is called linearly dependent. That is enough to define linear dependent and independent vectors. This may be asked for examination. Maybe asked in the, I hope this is not included in even in the second CIE. So directly it will appear in examination. So define linear dependent and independent vectors with examples. You may get question like that. Define linear dependent and independent vectors with examples. Then write down the definition of linear independent vectors. Alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 and so on, alpha n vn equal to 0 implies all scalars are 0. Otherwise v1, v2, vn are called linearly dependent. Then give examples. Okay, now we are having some problems on this. I hope you understand this. Given n vectors v1, v2, vn, the linear combination is an expression of the form alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus and so on, alpha n vn. If the linear combination equal to 0 implies all the scalars are 0, then those vectors are called linearly independent. If linear combination is 0 but at least one of scalar is non-zero, then those vectors are linearly dependent. Okay, now let us discuss problems. First one, determine whether the vectors 1, minus 2, 3, 5, 6, minus 1 and 3, 2, 1 in R cube are linearly dependent or independent. Or linearly dependent or independent. So vectors are given, we need to check their nature. Solution. See, here vectors are taken from R cube. So here V is R cube, product of R with itself. And let U to be 1, minus 2, 3, V to be 5, 6, minus 1 and W to be 3, 2, 1. Now first you need to take the linear combination to be 0. Now for alpha, beta, gamma, more vectors ideyalla, so more scalar choose ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Belongs to R. Let alpha u plus beta v plus gamma w equal to 0. That implies alpha into 1, minus 2, 3 plus beta into 5, 6, minus 1 plus gamma into 3, 2, 1 equal to 0 means you have to take 0, 0, 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. So this implies, see, alpha, so I will directly write this, alpha into 1, so it is alpha plus 5 into beta plus 5 beta plus 3 gamma, comma, second coordinates minus 2 alpha plus 6 beta plus 2 gamma comma 3 alpha minus beta plus gamma equal to 0 0 0. So we get, by comparing elements on both sides, alpha plus 5 beta plus 3 gamma equal to 0, minus 2 alpha plus 6 beta plus 2 gamma equal to 0, 3 alpha minus beta plus gamma equal to 0. Right? Now solving this, we get alpha to be minus 1 by 2. I think you can calculate, you can use calculator to compute these coefficients. Alpha will be 1 by 2 and beta will be minus 1 by 2 and gamma will be 1. So you got none of alpha, beta, gamma is 0. It is linearly dependent if at least one of the scalar is non-zero. I got all scalar non-zero. So U, V, W are linearly dependent. U, V, W are linearly dependent. So this is actually an example. Next we have problems. So first set of problem. Show that the following vectors are linearly dependent. Heading. Show that the following vectors are linearly dependent. I'll just write LD, linearly dependent. Okay, first one I'm going to consider is 1 1 2 1 2 5 sorry 1 1 2 1 2 5 5 3 4 in R power 3. Solution. Let V to be R power 3 or R cube, U to be 1 1 2, V is 1 2 5 and W to be 5 3 4. Let, as usual, you have to choose 3 scalars. Alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma belongs to R, be arbitrary. Then alpha U plus beta V plus gamma W equal to 0 implies, you can write here, implies alpha times of 1 1 2 plus beta times of 1 2 5 plus gamma times of 5 3 4 equal to 0 0 0. So that implies alpha plus beta plus 5 gamma comma alpha plus 2 beta plus 3 gamma comma 2 alpha plus 5 beta plus 4 gamma equal to 0 0 0. So which gives you alpha plus beta plus 5 gamma equal to 0, alpha plus 2 beta plus 3 gamma equal to 0, 2 alpha plus 5 beta plus 4 gamma equal to 0. Now again you need to solve this. So solving this, you will be getting finally A to be minus 7. Solving these expressions, or solving these equations, we get 8. Okay, it is alpha to be minus 7, beta to be 2 and gamma to be 1. Thus U, V, W are linearly dependent. ಅಥವಾ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Thus UVW is linearly dependent set. You can write in that sense also. So similarly you can consider a few more. I'll just list out all the problems here. You can solve it, remaining problems. B 125 137 125 137 1 minus 1 minus 1 in R power 3. Similarly, C 1 minus 1 2 0 3 0 0 1 2 1 minus 1 0 1 minus 1 2 0 in R power 4. D 1 1 2 4 2 minus 1 minus 5 2 1 minus 1 minus 4 0 2 1 1 6 again in R power 4. Okay, this is one way, and there is alternative for this. Either you can do as we solved problem A, or you can do like this. Consider the matrix A. Okay, see, if you are given with, let U comma V comma W belongs to V be arbitrary. Suppose we need to check whether these vectors are linearly dependent or independent. Then consider a matrix. Consider a matrix whose rows are U, V, W. Then find the determinant. You have to find the determinant of that matrix. Determinant of A equal to 0 implies the vectors U, V, W are linearly dependent. If the determinant of that matrix is 0, then the conclusion is U, V, W are linearly dependent. If the determinant is not equal to 0, then your conclusion is U, V, W are not linearly independent. Not linearly dependent, or okay, it is linearly independent. So that is another way. You can either follow the method we discussed for problem A, or you can follow this. See, for example, we need to check these vectors are linearly dependent or not. What do you need? You have to consider A to be this 1 1 2 4 2 minus 1 minus 5 2 1 minus 1 minus 4 0 2 1 1 6. Now find the determinant of this matrix. Definitely you must get determinant to be 0, because these are linearly dependent vectors. In case if you get it is non-zero, then the conclusion is these are not linearly dependent, or these are linearly independent. Okay, that is another way. Next we have one more set of problems, that's on linear independent vectors. show that the following vectors are the followings are linearly independent. I'll write just Li, linearly independent. Again here I am going to solve only one problem. You can apply that above method to check whether that vectors are linearly dependent or not. I mean linearly independent. Solution. Okay, sorry, problem A. 1 2 minus 1 2 2 1 1 minus 2 3 in R power 3. Solution. Let U to be 1 2 minus 1, V to be 2 2 1, and W to be 1 minus 2 3 in R power 3, right? Then for ABC and ABC belongs to R. Consider AU plus BV plus CW equal to 0, which implies A into 1 2 minus 1 plus B into 2 2 1 plus C into 1 minus 2 3 equal to 0. Right. So that implies we will be having A plus 2B plus C, comma 2A plus 2B minus 2C, comma minus A plus B plus 3C equal to 0 0 0, which implies A plus 2B plus C equal to 0, 2A plus 2B minus 2C equal to 0, minus A plus B plus 3C equal to 0. Right. You can solve these three equations. You can check that. Finally you will be getting solving. We get A equal to 0, B equal to 0, and C equal to 0. Thus U, V, W are linearly independent. Similarly, you can solve these problems either in this way or you can use matrix form. So set V is 1 2 3 2 5 7 1 3 5 in R power 3. C 0 1 minus 2 1 minus 1 1 1 2 1 again in R power 3. Okay, last one. This is typical one. 1 t square and so on t power n in P. This set of all polynomials of degree n greater than 0. So you need to consider the linear combination like, I will just give you the int 1 t square t power n. These are like vectors, 1 t square t power n. Similar to that, you have to choose scalars. Let a0, a1, a2 and so on an belongs to R such that a0 into 1 plus a1 into t plus and so on an into t power n equal to 0. Then compare coefficients on both sides, then check whether ai equal to 0 for all I. If so, then the vectors are linearly independent. With this, let us wind up discussion on linear dependent and independent vectors. So next we will start with bases and dimensions.